Last day of junior achievement. We're sad but excited.
Yeah, it's been fun. I hope that we've all learned a lot so far.
Isabella?
Speaking of that, I want to
Isabella.
just do a quick recap from yesterday because we're going to talk a lot more about government today. So I wanted to see if anyone
Sawyer.
wants to
Roberts.
define what government means again.
All right. How about Serne, government? What is government? A place or a group of people?
Yes. Yep. And what does that group of people do?
What do they do? Marin. They They pay for stuff with our tax money.
That is definitely one thing that they do. Anything else that they do?
Anybody have an answer? That's Lila.
They help people make good choices.
They help people make good choices, she said.
They can do that, yeah. Maybe how do they help make those good choices? Are there things that they, maybe rules that they set?
Laws and rules.
Yeah, so laws and rules. So the government is a group of people that manages the city. So they collect taxes, they help pay for those things we talked about yesterday, like our parks or our schools or our roads and our bridges. And the government will be very important in what we talk about today. So today we're going to talk about building a city. So how the choices that we all make in help with our city, help make it a good place to live, work, play, and go to school. And we're going to talk about city zoning today. And we'll finish out junior achievement by building our city. So, real quick, does someone want to take a guess at what a city is?
Henrik?
It's like a big, like it's a big place where people work and live.
A big place where people work and live.
That was so good. It is. That's exactly what a city is. And we're going to talk about these colors that you see up here in our city in just a minute. But yeah, all the different places like schools and businesses and houses, those make up our city. Oh, I skipped ahead. And those colored squares, those are called city zones. And this is a really tough one if someone wants to give a guess at what a city zone is.
Logan, what do you think a city zone is?
A certain zone that's a part of the city.
A certain zone that's part of a city. Anybody else? Ms. Lila?
That is true.
So it like the city divided into parts.
The city divided into parts.
Yes, the city divided into parts. That's a good one. And you can see some of those parts here. So what a zoning is, and we're going to talk a lot about it today, it's a system used to regulate where different buildings go in the city. So the different types of land can be used for different things like houses or farming or businesses or factories. So we'll get into that a lot today. So I just named there's 5 different zones we're going to talk about today. Does anyone want to guess what goes into a housing zone?
Sunny. Houses.
Houses.
What you were going to say, Haley?
Yes. Houses, apartment buildings, townhomes, so anything that people live in. I skipped ahead again. How about a business zone?
All right, Haley, what's in a business zone?
A business zone is where there's businesses and like grocery
Okay, so she said where businesses are, like grocery stores.
Mm-hmm. So any sort of office buildings, stores like grocery stores, banks, or even maybe government buildings might be in a business zone. How about industrial zones?
Anybody? Madison? Where big buildings go?
Big buildings, what do you think they might do in those big buildings?
Cole, do you have any ideas? Ah, where factories might be. Like a
Factories, yeah. So things like airports, factories, warehouses, construction companies. So they're types of businesses, but they're businesses that maybe make a lot of noise, like an airport would be in an industrial zone. How about a multi-purpose zone?
Oh, multi-purpose. Finn, what do you think?
It's like a zone that has like multiple things, like it makes up the industrial zone or business zone or housing zone.
Okay, so he says an area where there would be all kinds of a mix of things. There'd be some buildings that are stores and some places where people live.
That's right. Yeah, you can have different things there, but also things like schools or libraries or auto repair shops and other small businesses might be there too. It can be, like you said, a big mix of different things. And then our last zone is our agricultural zone.
Anybody at home? Any of my remote friends? Guess what agricultural? You've seen that word in EL, my friends. Agricultural zone. Anybody remember? August, do you remember?
And farming.
Like farming.
Like farming, that's right. So farmhouses, barns, we even have grain elevators on here. So these are areas where they would store the grain that maybe feeds the cows or the horses or store grain before they sell it. So that's kind of a unique one, but that would belong on a farm. So keep in mind, we're going to need these for later for our activity when we build a city. So you can kind of see what goes in each zone. But before we do that, I actually just sent it right before our call to Miss Zabin, our teaching video for today, to talk about money choices and how these choices not just affect us, but affect our city as well. I will stop sharing.
Thank you.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
I know, honey. I didn't want to share all of that. Hold on, I'll get you. Hold on, hold on. I didn't want them to have to see all of my movements. There we go.
Step inside, young lady. Let me show you a future that might be a happy and rewarding life, or something far more dreary. But wait, which one of these is my future? My child, I cannot tell you that. It depends which path in life you take. Your future is up to you and the choices that you make. Choices that we make that change the path on our face. Every choices makes you take two of our friendly ways. Choose. Think about what will happen next. It's up to you. It's about your future, your choice. Everything that happens in my future depends on what my choices are. The choices I make today. Today I speak, give myself should I do? Here's another choice to make. Playing tennis with my friends, working hard to make some money and spend. Tennis balls are cooking stones. What should I do? Here's another choice to make. Donate my time and money to help. Spend that time investing in myself. My study or charity. What should I do? Choices that we make can change the path on our days. Different choices made today lift you up and away. Choose. The future's in my hands. It's up to you. So now's my chance. I'm gonna make good choices. Think wisely and save. Work hard so I can earn. Make money from my passion. Donate my time and money to others who are in need. Study hard, invest in myself and what I want to be. Choices, not blow my money, not blow my money. Make good choices, it can be hard at times, but you can succeed. Choose, 'cause your future is up to you. Choice you make today could make your dreams come true. What will you choose?
Thank you for sharing that. Does anyone want to point out a choice that Prudence had to make in the video?
Anybody? All right, Sunny.
She decided to earn money instead of just playing around or spend money.
She decided to earn money instead of just playing around and spending money.
That's right. Yeah. So that's an important choice that we all have to make, and also that affects our city, because if we choose to earn money, and then we can do what with that money after you earn it? What's the another money choice that we can do with that earned money besides spend it?
Lena,
Save it.
we could save it.
We could save it. That's right.
What else
How
could we
about
do?
Haley Calendar? You had your hand up.
We can spend it.
What about one other besides spend it or save it? What's that
Astria?
other money choice?
Astria says we can donate it.
Yes. So just think about that as we go through our activity too, about how the choices that we make, like in that video, they affect the outcome of not just what we do, but what our city does. So as I mentioned, we are going to build our cities today. Mrs. Harrison and Mrs. Aubin, does everybody have their building yet? No, not yet. Do you want to take a few minutes, or maybe I'll explain the activity first and then you can hand everything out. Perfect. Okay. Do our remote friends have buildings? Yes. Do you have an example of when you can? Oh, I think someone's holding up their, Charlie looks like he's holding up his. Yes. Perfect. So we're going to each get a building, and our building is going to be, it could be anything. It could be a business or a house or something that belongs in an industrial area. That's going to be up to you to decide where that building goes on our zoning map. And I'm going to share the zoning map again so we have it up on the screen while we're doing our activity. But I want you to think about where your business belongs and how it's going to contribute to the city. So when you get your building, you're going to have a little bit of time to color it, to figure out where it's going to fit into our city. And I'm going to pull up my screen again so that we have a reminder on the different choices of where those buildings can go in our city zoning.
And Miss Jamie, I think some of them are blank. So if you get a blank building, what would you do with that?
If you get a blank building, that's your choice. What do you think that the city is going to need?
Okay. So we could come up with the name of our like if it's a business or if it's a
Mhm.
library, we could come up with a name for it.
That's right. That's a great idea.
Okay. And we want to make them colorful. So I see Haley and Charlie, looks like you've already put yours together. Do you think, Miss Jamie, that we should color it first if we haven't put it together yet? And, or did you have specific directions for that?
It might be easiest to color it when it's flat. So I know that Charlie and Haley could maybe take theirs apart to color them. It just might be a little bit easier to do. And I have one more challenge with the buildings too. Just think about with your building, and it can be more than one of the 4 money choices. Is it a place where people earn, save, spend, or donate their money? What choices are being made at that building?
Okay. Any questions before we pass out the buildings?
Haley?
All right, then we're going to go ahead and start working and we'll check in with you and you could work with remotes.
Yeah, sure. If they have any questions, I'll be here.
And remember, Ben and Leo, your buildings came flat, so they will be 3D. So if you're not sure where it is, it was in your Junior Achievement Journal and it was flat cardboard. There you go.
And
Nice.
here,
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself, but I
Do you
can
want me to
still hear
leave
you.
up this?
you will end up putting.
Yeah, do you want me to leave up this blank map or the one that has the choices on it?
The map, when you're done, you'll decide where it goes best.
I think that one's good. I'm not sure what the other one was. What you mean?
Okay, it was this one. That might have too many giveaways on it though.
Oh, that might be helpful though. What do you think, Mrs.
This one,
Harris?
I can leave this one up.
And we could switch back to the other after.
Yep.
Okay,
Sounds
thank
good.
you.
I think that one would be helpful for
I'll
sure.
be here
Yeah.
if you have any questions. Okay.
Thanks.
Are we just coloring our houses?
Yep, whatever building you have for now, just color it and then make sure that you think about which of these 5 zones it will go in. You can write that on there. And if you have a building that needs a name, make sure you name it too.
Okay.
Okay.
Is the building cardboard?
It is cardboard. Yep. It's thin cardboard. Mrs. Harrison, how is it going in your class?
Going really well. They're working hard thinking about what things should go together. No, we're not. Hey, Mr. No. I was
Perfect.
trying to figure out how I could take a picture and get it up, but I'm not sure. I'm working that out in my brain. So that you
Okay,
can
is
see it.
So are yours already built, Mrs. Harrison?
Some of them.
Oh, wow. Not ours.
I've
You're
got
fast.
fast colors.
We're wondering if you have a fire department.
I did not see one.
We're worried because Charlie has orange windows in his post office and he's afraid it might be a fire.
Oh. No, you know what? Maybe one of our remote friends have that one because
Does anyone have a fire department?
I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna take the small one.
No?
oh,
Factory, okay.
factory.
yeah, no fire department here. Sorry. We don't have a police department either, so we might be in trouble.
What type? Do you have a farmhouse there, Charlie? Yeah. Leo has a green elevator, is that right? Haley's got those apartments, Haley?
Yeah.
All right. Those are looking good. Then you've got a factory, right?
Yes.
Jensen, do you have yours?
What?
Do you have your building?
No. I already know what zone mine is in.
You do know, Ben? I think we're going to go over that in just a minute and you can tell us.
Well, mine will be in the agricultural zone.
Your farmhouse, that's yes.
Yeah.
Jensen, can we have you turn on the camera? Because I don't think Miss Jamie knows you're even here. Can you hold up your building? So she can see and have a conversation with you?
have my building.
What's that?
I don't have my building.
Did you not get your junior achievement journal?
I did, but I couldn't find it.
It's folded and it's inside of it. And it's
Okay.
flat, it looks like this. Go look again. It was given to you and it's inside that journal. Nice. Okay, see which zone you think it's gonna go in.
I'm all done coloring mine.
Nice, Haley. Do you know which zone it goes in, the apartments?
Yeah.
Which one?
Housing zone.
Zone. Okay, sweetie, you can head. So where do you guys think the bakery would go? Which zone?
Business zone.
In the business zone. Good job. What do you think, Leo? The same?
Found it.
What about
I
City
think
Hall?
Business zone.
Yep. What about the, I'm trying to find some we didn't get to. Mine are all businessy. Jewelry. Oh, this could be in the multi, what? Could be in multi-purpose, couldn't it? The jewelry?
Yeah.
What about the gas station? Could a gas station go in the agricultural zone? Probably not, right? Gas station would have to be in, it could go in a couple of them, I would think. I don't know, Miss Jamie, what you think.
I agree. I think you said agricultural, and I know Charlie has a farmhouse. Would you want a gas station next to your farmhouse, Charlie? Yeah, you would?
Maybe so you could get gas for your tractor.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it could go in our multi-purpose zone, our
Think you need
business
gas,
zone, or
right?
maybe even our, yeah, maybe even our industrial zone.
Yeah. Could be in your business zone. It could be in your multi-purpose zone. Is that a pencil? Oh my gosh. So hold on, you guys. Can I just tell you guys? All right, so we decided the gas station could go in many different city zones. I'm looking at other business. Oh, what else do you guys have? We have a movie theater here. That's pretty cool, Charlie. Where do you think the movie theater would go? And you guys can unmute and just share your thinking.
Business zone.
Leo, you agree with Charlie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did
I
all these
wish you could see what we're doing here. I feel bad, but we're getting a little crazy, so I'm going to pull it together here, see how Mrs. Harrison's doing.
sounds good?
Okay. We're finishing up our last few buildings. I'm trying to text Mrs. Aubin some of our pictures, and she could text them to you, Miss Jamie, so you could see what it looks like. But I don't have your number
Perfect. Yeah.
directly.
I could probably share those pictures too.
Well, we'll see.
And then everybody can see it, because I've seen our remote friends buildings and they're very nice.
I have various stages, just so you know.
Sounds good.
I'll share my screen if it's on the email, and then you guys
Well, I
can
was
see
just
it.
going to text them to you. It's going to take forever if I email them.
Okay.
But if I text them to you, you could forward them to Miss Jamie. But I think texting will work faster than the email, because the email's never good. I don't know. Maybe you should talk to the farmhouse people about that.
I just sent you a message with my phone number, Miss Harrison. Oh, I just gave you my phone number if you want to send them to me, if that's easier.
I'm gonna share my screen. So if you want to stop, Miss Jamie, I can
Sure.
show you some of my pictures. And then if you, did you get the ones I just sent you from Mrs. Harrison?
I did, and then I'm emailing them to myself right now so I can share those too.
Okay, so here's some of mine. Hey guys, I'm gonna ask my class to have whole body listening. Let's see, here's, well, there's, can you see that? I can make it, whoa.
I can see it.
Elaine, that's okay. Chill. Everybody chill out. Chill out. I've got more pictures. Just be respectful. Chill. Everyone's freaking out because isn't on there, but I have more pictures, I promise. Okay, so what do we have here, guys? What are some examples in the purple zone, which is multi-purpose? Yes, Marin. We have a bowling alley. What else, honey? A movie theater. Elena, what else is in the multi-purpose zone? A library, okay. Miss Jamie, I can't see the other screen. Do we want a library in the multi-purpose zone? Is that something that would
yeah,
work?
a library would be a good one for a multi-purpose zone.
Okay. What about the red zone? What do we have there? Cooper. Newspaper. Max. City Hall. Paxton. Bank. Sunny. Clothes store. What else? A restaurant. Are those all okay, Miss Jamie?
Yes, those are great.
What do we have in the green agricultural zone? Serne, what's in the green agricultural zone? A barn. And then in our yellow zone, do we have anything?
I would not go there.
Where's the jewelry store?
It's right here. That one not
What zone, honey? What color?
yellow.
And what is yellow?
So yellow's our housing zone.
So do we want a jewelry store in the housing neighborhood with the apartments? Probably not. I don't think anyone got a house.
I think Miss Haley Calendar had something for our housing zone.
That would have been perfect. We need it. Did we have anything in the blue zone? What was it, Marin? The airport.
Airport.
Okay.
And Ben, I think you had something for the blue zone, right?
Ben, are you there, bud? Okay, I'm gonna go back. I know I had others, but I think you get the idea.
Yeah, and I think Charlie and Leo had the places for the
There's some
green
pictures of
zone.
us. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing. Maybe you would like to show Mrs. Harrison's.
Yeah. Have it right here.
All right, guys, let's look at Mrs. Harrison's. Guys, let's look at Mrs. Harrison's. Oh, it looks like she might have sent me more now.
I think I just got somewhere too. This is the one I'd emailed to myself.
The last one's a little more thorough.
Okay. Get it real quick. Oh, yes. Okay. That's a good one. 2 seconds and I will share that one.
Hey, I shouldn't hear voices.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna have you sit at your desk. If you can't listen, it's their turn to share now. Let's listen.
All right. So when she gets it up, I'm going to ask what's in some of the zones, and I'm going to need some help. I need to have some helpers. Okay.
The new one's coming in just a minute.
No worries. I'm sorry. That was just like I finally had most of them by then. My time lapse was.
Put that back.
Let me pull up this one while I'm waiting. I emailed it to myself, so I have a better one that you sent me too that I'll pull up now.
As we speak, buildings are moving. Good thing that hasn't happened in the real world. All right.
So yeah, there's a closer in one.
All right. So who can tell me what we have located in the blue zone? We can compare and contrast with the other class. Cole, what do you got? What have you got in there?
The construction company.
Construction company. What else? Ryder, what else is in the blue zone?
My city airport.
The city airport. What else? I see another big something over there. What's that other one that's there? The factory. Good. And we have in the, what do we, oh, there's another one in the blue, Noah? Hotel. In the blue zone?
Ooh.
Oh, because it goes with the airport. Of course. Yes, that makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Hotel in the airport.
That works.
All right. How about, I wasn't going to agree with that, but I see they're thinking now. How about the red zone? What are some ones in the red zone? Haley?
A restaurant.
A restaurant. What else? Ellie?
City Hall.
City Hall. What else is there? Lila?
My catstraunt.
The Catstraunt, which is like a restaurant for cats,
No, it's where the cats.
Okay.
where the cats are hanging out in the restaurant. Okay, got it. So that was one of the ones they got to add whatever they wanted. It was a creative one. I see a grocery store
Okay. I like it.
and a bank. All right, what's in the yellow zone? What do I see in the yellow zone? Logan? Offices. What else, Astria?
My movie theater.
The movie theater next to the offices. What else do we see, Mr. Noah?
The bowling alley.
The bowling alley. All right. Okay. What's going on in the purple zone over there? I know. I'm just moving on. Purple zone. Ryder.
A jewelry store.
A jewelry store.
Clothing.
A Gucci clothing.
A library school. That's my library.
The library. Okay. What else, Cole? A school. A school near the library. That's a good plan. I like that one. Max, what else do you see?
A newspaper.
The newspaper. Ah, newspaper and the library and the school. Good things to have near each other. All right. I think we've probably met our limit of ability to appropriately share.
I think you guys both have really good cities. I think it was very interesting that Mrs. Aubin's class didn't have, besides Haley Calendar's housing, any housing. So that makes it interesting for people to live there to get to work when there's no houses. So we can kind of see how we need to balance our cities. Are there any questions from either class or any of our remote friends for me, since today's our last day?
My class does not seem to have any questions.
I have a couple. Serne?
Gentlemen. No buildings on top of other buildings.
Okay, Elena. Okay, that's not for Miss Jamie, right? Any questions for Miss Jamie? No, I think we're good, Miss Jamie. What do we say, boys and girls? Thank you.
You're welcome. It was good to work with all of you this week.
We know
I
that
hope
that
you guys
was
had fun.
challenging with virtual and in person, and we appreciate you. And you know, boys and girls, Miss Jamie is a volunteer. She doesn't get paid to do this. This is just out of the kindness of her heart. So
I donated my time.
did you hear that?
Yeah.
She donated her time. So we really appreciate you.
Oh, you're
All
welcome.
right.
It was fun. Well, thank you very much.
I'm gonna let the remote kiddos get a break. We'll see you back at 2:15 for math. Bye.
Bye.